My name is Dalton, and this is my YouTube, Dalton My World. And this is going to be brief. I had to show y'all this. Yesterday was bittersweet, and sorry if this comes out choppy, but yesterday was bittersweet, and it was my last day at my job, right? And um, kind of sad, but here's a weird thing. I have a engine light on in my car. It's been on, okay? Now, when I got off work yesterday, I just gotta show y'all this. Hold on, let's see if it works. Uh, I got off work yesterday, and soon, and of course, I was in my bittersweet sorrow. And if you look closely, my engine light went off. Weirdest thing in the world, it went off. My last day at that job, I'm driving home, bittersweet, in my emotions. I think maybe one little teardrop came out. And my check engine light went off. Now, I gotta tell you, that was weird. That was very weird. Uh, so I was like, what? Yeah, yeah, and it's been on for a while. Okay, that the check engine light went off, and the car driving smooth, driving normal, and I'm just like, I was just shocked. I'm like, okay, I don't know if that's a good omen or a bad omen or what, but yeah, it just freaked my mind. Now, this is gonna be a small live video, okay? But there's something I wanted to come across and talk about that I saw recently, and uh, one thing I want to talk about is the stimulus package, the fourth stimulus package, real quick. It's really annoying me more why it's not getting passed than the reason for the fourth stimulus package. What's going on here? I'm just going to get to the heart of the matter. That's what I do. Uh, that's one of my gifts, and a lot of people always think I'm psychic, and I'm not. I just have the ability to get to the heart of the matter. And the heart of the matter is this. There's two people holding up the fourth stimulus package. Yep, that money coming to you. There's two people. I believe the name is Joe. I always mess up his name. Joe Manchin. Yeah, Joe Manchin is messing it up. And, people trying to say it's not his fault, but Joe Biden. They're both the Joes. They're the ones that's messing it up. They're the one that's holding it up. And recently, they were ready to they thought they had everything in order. And they were ready to start, do a vote so they could pass it. And Joe Manchin, I believe that's his name. Forgive me if I mess it up. He's the one. He stopped it. He said no. And if you don't know about him, the two Joes, if you don't know about Joe Biden and Joe Manchin, uh, they hate each other. I mean, like almost to the point like Trump and Biden don't like each other. And both men are unbelievably stubborn. Okay, they are unbelievably stubborn. They have to have their way. Okay, and now all Biden has to do, and this is in his power, but he don't want to do it. Okay, because his ego gets in the way. All he has to do is he has this turning the planet green agenda. Okay, just telling how it is. All he has to do is the same thing Donald Trump and a lot of other presidents did. Take it out of the fourth stimulus package and use his executive order power as president to push his agenda. Almost every president does that, but he just wants to be like a stubborn old man. And both those two gentlemen are older, okay, Joe Manchin and Joe Biden. But now I'm president. His ego's getting in the way. He wants to be stubborn. And if you ever know Scorpios, oh my God, one, nothing against Scorpios. I know some cool ones, but one, all the evidence could be there to say whatever that Scorpio did was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And they will still tell you, no, I wasn't wrong. They still will not admit to being wrong. I mean, that's just their fixed sign. That's how they are. And even though all the evidence and everybody in the world sees it, they won't admit to their being wrong. Okay? And that's just Scorpios. And Joe Biden's a Scorpio. And he's stubborn. Okay? And he just will not, all he has to do is take out those provisions about his green plan, okay, and use his executive order for that particular agenda. That's all he has to do. And then before you know it, that fourth stimulus package would be passed. But he refuses to do that. And Joe Manchin is not going to budge because he disagrees with the this little green deal that's inside the fourth stimulus package, mainly for one reason. That messes with his money. Joe Manchin he's in oil and coal, fossil fuels. Okay, that's how he makes his millions. And Biden is trying to stop that. So you can see how, it's a tug of war. But what it is affecting you and I as Americans because it's a stalemate. And no one is going anywhere. So you and I will suffer while they play ego tug of war. Okay? And that's what's going on with the fourth stimulus package. Now, if Biden just takes those provisions out of that fourth stimulus package of trying to turn the whole world green, and I'm not against him doing that, but green energy, all that stuff, that takes time. Biden is trying to do it like overnight. You can't do that, okay? It takes time. It's a process. And he wants to do it within his lifetime so that could be his achievement. You see what I'm saying? And he can do some of those things. Just take it out of the fourth stimulus package and use his executive order to get those his ideals achieved, and it will work. Okay, and it will look good for all those in power. But I just don't see that happening because you got two old, stubborn men playing tug of war, and I understand Joe Manchin's point of view too. That's his source of money. That's how he makes his money. That's how a lot of people right now make their money. And Biden is trying to block it with that. He's affecting it. Okay? And I mean, so that's why you got a stalemate right now. Okay? That's what's going on up there with the fourth stimulus package. And no, it has not been passed yet. And they were ready to do a vote on that, believe it or not. They were ready to do some type of vote on that. And like I said, I apologize if this come out choppy. It's raining and I'm in my car. But they were trying to do a vote on that. And there you go. Everybody's all mad. Because you got two old stubborn men They won't give away. Okay, and it's gonna bring everybody in power down. Okay. Now, here's another thing. I believe that I spoke about this before, and I'm not sure. So this is a different subject. I had a Native American from the nations, Cherokee Nations. I believe he's a subscriber, and I used to live in Oklahoma, so I understand the area and flatlands and all that stuff. Well, what happened was he asked me about EBT and the 211 resources. And if you're a Native American, that means American Indian, okay, then believe it or not, you get more resources because of your conditions than than most people realize. Let's say, for instance, you're gonna get I think it's called ACP, free internet, right? Where most Americans are going to get. I'm not calling you, not saying you're not Americans, but you understand what I'm saying. Most people get $30, $35 off a month, if not free. The nations, American Indians, to help you explain this, to give you an example, you get $75 off a month. Okay, so they realize that a lot of your transportation needs and a lot of avenues in which you need to access these goods are harder for you, so you get a larger amount. So if you're a Native American, and let's kill some beliefs. For some reason, people think that every American Indian is rich, and that's not the way it is. I lived in Oklahoma for over 16 years, and I had some friends that were American Indian, Native American, whatever you want to call it, and it's not that way. Okay, you got to think about it. The government, even if the government gives them anything, you really think that they're gonna give everybody something? I mean, it's the government. Come on. I mean, you got vets out there that served. They're still fighting to get some benefits, and they literally have to get lawyers. So, you really think the government is just giving everybody? No. But there are avenues out there. So if you are a Native American and you need help, and please check out my EBT 211 resource video I created. That goes for everybody. Check it out, and hopefully you can get help through some of those resources. Okay, and there's a lot, and a lot of Native Americans don't know about this, so they don't take advantage of this, and there's just money sitting there for you. Okay, and that is to that subscriber. All right, but yeah, it was a bittersweet. Going back to my leaving, it was bittersweet, but it was a situation out of my control, and maybe it was time to move on. You know what I'm saying? But I did my best. I worked my hours. You know, I did my part. Now, I hope you enjoy the EBT sessions that videos I created recently, and I hope it gives you a full perspective on EBT, what's happening now, what's going to be going on in the future, as well as the 211 resources. And I hope that you share those videos with other people, and I hope it helps you all, okay? Because a lot of people don't know this and they need that help. All right. And I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers and my existing subscribers. I can't believe all my new subscribers, boy, y'all setting it off I mean, y'all just subscribing left and right, and I surely appreciate y'all. Y'all setting it off. And of course, my stable powerhouse of existing subscribers, I thank you all too. All right. And I wanted this to be short, but hey, it is what it is. And I should wrap to y'all later. All right. Subscribe, comment, share this, and do what you do best. Be the good person that you are. All right. And may God be with you all. Peace.